What up, everybody? Live from the Chase and Status Airbnb. Thank you for fucking having us pull up, bro.
Man, thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is
Appreciate you
epic.
having me.
Before you guys trip out, no wind, okay? No wind. So the doinks are safe. Barely a breeze. If there is wind, we'll protect the doinks. But yeah, the finals. We're finally here. We're gonna let some people get in here first. Probably take about 5 minutes, and then we'll get things going. I can't see the fucking screen. See how many people are coming in. So you're gonna have to let me know, Ruben. 113 already. Okay.
Let's talk about the dark horse, dude. I didn't in the beginning of this tournament. Would you have said that Malek would have been in the finals?
No, but you know what's funny is the whole time I was thinking there's nothing wrong with this doink, dude.
No, nothing at all.
I mean, it's hitting every box.
I just remember both of us talking and being like, probably like Twistin, Terps, and New Wave or Rafe or something like thinking like based on our recollection. This just goes to show why it's so important to do the side by side.
100%, dude. You just never know.
Yeah.
I think Rafe was coming out swinging first 2 rounds, but I think Malek's is like a Nate Diaz.
Yeah, it's just
like you better take him out of there.
It's consistent for all 3 rounds. It's smooth. It's enjoyable. Yeah,
and it builds. It gets better throughout. You know, usually drops the first round. I don't think it's won a first round the whole bracket.
You might be right.
But it always wins those next 2.
Fucking hell.
So very interesting. So today we've been informed that this is called proper zoots.
Yep.
Right? Is that
It's
right?
proper zoots for the day, not proper doinks.
Yeah. So give us some UK lingo on the doinks. How do you guys talk about that?
Well, if you guys would say, you know, you're smoking a doink, we'd say we're bunning a zoot.
Bunning
a zoot.
Yeah.
I love it.
So today we're gonna be bunning 2 of the best zoots on planet Earth.
Oh, the best zoots that could be bunned. I love it.
Let's go.
I love it. How many people are we at now, Ruben?
Why don't we refresh what's in these then? So what terps are we talking about?
Can we pull up the actually we don't even have the tail. Do we have the tail of the tape uploaded?
I do. Hold on. I'll pull it up.
Because Bruce Buffer is going to be doing the announcement of the tail of the tape, so I don't even know if we'll be
fresh
able to...
from 314. Come straight in to intro this.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Do we is the tail of the tape on the media assets?
I don't think so.
Let me
Yeah, but is it this one? So here you go. I got it right here. So for the Maleks, it's perm marker from Malek's Premium Cannabis. That's another thing about Malek. Everything's single sourced.
Okay.
So
dude, that's
huge. Yeah, that's a big plus.
All rolled under the same roof.
The hash is Tropical Fantasy #2 from Malek's Melts.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Oh wait, tropical. Okay, so it's gonna be free.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So I'll tell the tape right now that he was all single sourced.
Yep. The only thing is that I already know Ruben's gonna yell at us. We got to get this fucking mic over here, like right uncomfortably in your face,
sure,
or else we won't be able to hear you.
I can project.
Yeah, I know you know how mics work. How was Coachella?
Coachella was good, thank you, man. Yeah. Did you have a good time?
We had a great time, dude. He got the whole proper squad, fucking VIP tickets to Coachella. A damn gentleman. Appreciate you, dude. Made our weekend. It was great. I forgot to take one picture while I was there, dude.
No way.
That's good. You enjoyed yourself.
You were having fun.
That's what it's about, living in the moment.
Yeah, 100%. Completely sober, of course.
Coachella was great.
Of course.
It's always a good show. It's always a good show for us out here. Sahara stage, and we brought Stormzy out to perform our song Backbone. And yeah, always good reaction, man. We get a lot of love in America.
Yeah.
And always in Los Angeles and Palm Springs. And yeah, man, it's good to be back.
You just won the Brits? Was it?
No, last year we won Brit for Best Producer. This year we were up for a couple of nominations. We just did win an award in the UK, and the name of it has just escaped me. But yeah, we're always very grateful for all the support and everything we win, man. Okay. And without all our fans, you know, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, dude. You know what's my favorite part about this is usually everybody knows, especially like the doink connoisseurs of the industry knows, there's no musicians that know their smoke, that understand like the culture.
There's a couple. We got one right here.
No, I'm saying besides him, who?
Yeah.
It's nobody. They're all smoking mids. Every fucking musician out there is smoking mids. When did you start really giving a fuck about the smoke? Like at what point?
A long time ago. So back in the UK, I'm on medicinal, I'm medical, I'm legit. I have it for a couple of issues, and people don't actually realize that since 2017 we've been medicinally legal in the UK, and it's been a game changer for me in terms of just like legality of having it on me and the effects it helps me with my ailments. But aside from that, I've been consuming cannabis for a long time, long time.
What was the breakthrough moment where you were like, oh shit, I need to be worried about smoke? Was it one moment or did it gradually get there?
I think the reality was it was probably about long time ago, about 13, 14 years ago, maybe longer, when I stopped using any tobacco. So it's a myth, it's a preconception that in the UK we all just like smoke these like dirty joints with like loads of tobacco in there, roll badly and like with dead weed. But like it couldn't be further from it, man. We are the most picky, most connoisseur, most pretentious people when it comes to the plant. And I think the second that I dropped tobacco out entirely, it was like the
weed had to work on its
like an
own.
epiphany. It's like, oh my days, like half the strains I thought I liked previously I didn't.
Yeah,
because you even if it's got like a sprinkle of tobacco in there, it is masking all the terps and the effects really big time. Because if you're smoking any tobacco with like a tip or a roach as we call it, or anything without any like filtration, you're just smoking like tobacco like raw to you.
Yeah.
And to be corny, like you're putting in the cure with the cause. Like we know tobacco does bad things for you.
Yeah.
And there is like zero evidence anywhere on any stats or any trial that smoking cannabis pure is carcinogenic. It isn't. And so there's so many things you learn about the plant when you stop smoking with tobacco. That's really when it really opened up for me, and everything kind of like made sense, you know.
Can you pass me that doink? We're gonna throw it on the doink cam, dude. I know you've been carrying it around for like 2 hours, so there's some dimples
it's
there.
had some dry toast, but they weren't there to start with.
I have a video of this doink when you first rolled it that can prove there was no dimples and dents. But let's pull up the doink cam real quick.
And that's an ethereal, right?
Yeah,
let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's absolutely talk about that. Are we on the doink cam? So there's a couple dents and dimples here that were not there earlier. I have the video to prove it. But what musician do you know barring fucking doinks like this? I don't know one of them personally. That's good shit. Yeah. So of all the famous people or whatever that we've had on the show, I'd say this is the most worthy of being a legitimate judge of doinks. So I'm fucking hyped.
I'm also like I'm a horrible bastard, man. I'm really strict. I'm really like anal about
OCD, right?
Everything. I'm crazy OCD, and when it comes to this, I'm either the best person to get flavors for or the absolute worst. So like, there's no middle ground.
I would say I feel you on
no
that.
Middle ground,
there's a reason why our hashtag is "But how does it smoke?" Literally, when I used to call people for weed, that was the first thing I would ask.
We just kept saying that on accident.
How does it smoke?
How does it smoke? How does it smoke?
Bro. And then finally, it's like, so that's what it is.
And it's hard to know because, you know, they might not be able to craft the zoot the same way that you can. So,
that's the biggest thing too. Yeah. And you know that obviously by the look of those bars and the other ones that I've saw in there, you understand that.
That's it, man.
Ruben, Sean said the tail of the tape is in there. Let's just pull that up for the people real quick. But yeah, like even me, and I'm good at rolling doinks. I've been doing it for years, but he still somehow gets it smoking a little better than me. Like probably like 7 out of 10 times I'll get it there. And then, you know, like 8 or 9 out of 10 times he's got it fucking, you know, pretty much 10 out of 10 times.
It's that old man strength.
It is.
We got that.
It's the OG shit,
we got
dude.
that stuff.
That's why he rolls for the show.
Muscle memory, right?
Yeah, we're still there.
So we got the tail of the tape up. You guys can have a gander at that. I know we talked about it a little bit earlier. How many do we have on just YouTube, Ruben? You got to hover the mouse over the count because it's counting Twitter too. Oh, actually, you can see it here, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
On YouTube? Oh, 123. I was like,
do you want me to read it off?
No, yeah, we're good. If there's any, forgive us, guys. We don't have a screen today, so if there's any comments, Paul will announce them. Unless they're dumb, then he's gonna ignore them. Yeah, all up to him. So shall we?
Yeah.
Shall we get going?
Yeah, let's get this started.
All right. So without any further ado, we will pass it off to Bruce Buffer.
Hell, Pop, Rollers, Blackhand. Sanctioned by Popper Deutsch. Produced by Sean and Drusik and Ruben. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the PSL Pop Rollers Blackhand. Sanctioned by Popper Deutsch. Produced by Sean and Drusik and Ruben Cisneros. Our special judge scoring this contest tableside, Saul from Chase and Status. And when the action begins, our referees in charge of the smoke sesh, Adam and Paul from Popper Deutsch. For this final finale, Paul promises not to drop anyone's doink. Our $10,000 grand prize is brought to you by Elements Papers, Raw Papers, Blood, Sweat, and Tears Farms, Grove Bags, Faven Lighting, the industry's leading under canopy lighting, and Drip Hydro. And now, for PSO fans in attendance and watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the Chase and Status Airbnb in Los Angeles, California. It's time! 3 rounds of action based on flavor, smoothness, and craftsmanship. For $10,000 and the PSL Copper Cup Rollers Championship of America. Introducing first, rolling out of the blue corner, a freehand roller with an undefeated record of 3 wins and no losses. He will be using a 2-piece Santa Cruz shredder, elements, and an organic tip. His doink stands at 2.5 inches tall, weighing in at 2.4 grams flour, 0.6 grams of rosin. Representing Team Malek, rolling out of Colorado, presenting the wild card Malek's Handrolls. Rolling out of the red corner, a freehand roller with an undefeated record of 3 wins and no losses. He will be using a Santa Cruz shredder, elements papers, and a glass tip. His doink stands at 2.5 inches tall and weighed in at 2 grams flour, 1/2 gram rosin. Representing LA Family Farms and Cali Plates, rolling out of Los Angeles, California, presenting the wild card Twistin Terps.
Oh, gets me fired up, dude.
It
Yes,
does
sir.
indeed.
I feel like I'm about to watch a
You want
fight.
to hear my name in
No
there briefly,
promises.
is-
Yeah, no promises on Paul dropping the doink, huh? The day's not over
No, I got to
yet.
stick them on the fingers. We're good.
Okay, so let's. Can you find the best one out of these two? I'll find the best. Oh no, it's this one.
I've
right?
already done
Okay,
it.
yeah,
Yep.
we already
Boom,
did
boom.
it. Okay, so
But should we? Oh, yeah, let's do craftsmanship.
yeah, craftsmanship. Yeah, yeah. Bruce Buffer already did all the rules for
I
us,
know.
right? If anybody has any questions on the rules, let me know. I can run through it. Got that shit memorized at this point. But I think everybody pulling up right now knows the deal.
You're making side bets on here.
dude. Damn.
They're out here trying to make side bets, dude.
Let's get to the doink cam. So, I mean, no fucking surprise here, but yet another near flawless doink from Twistin Terps. We got a couple little wrinkles there, maybe, but no, not really any dimples. Once again, with elements, no training wheel papers, and fucking barring it. That is so impressive, dude. And we looked through all 4 of the doinks that were left, found the best 2 for this. All of them were fire. We didn't even have to. We could just pick random ones from.
I'm super sorry to interrupt right now, but we've got a lot of people saying they can't see. Grainy, but I'll probably go back 360p in 2025, laughing my ass off.
So Wi-Fi. Should we hotspot?
Potato vision, it's fine.
Oh, it's fine now.
Correct.
Okay,
Okay,
cool. All right. Was that during the Bruce Buffer thing that
No,
shitted?
it was right now, like just right now.
Okay. Well, anyways, sorry about that. Was it during the doink cam? I'll show you guys again just in case. Here we go. All right. Never mind. Well,
Malik
Reeking.
Malik said no training wheel papers, but y'all use glass tips.
what does that mean?
I don't know. Are you trying to say that's a training wheel?
Glass tips ain't no training
Tips
wheel.
are
That's
the
harder as
ultimate
fuck.
training wheel, is what he said.
Tips are the ultimate training wheel.
Mhm.
They're harder. They're hard as fuck to roll. What are you talking about?
Fuck, dude, I forgot about this fucking
Yeah,
thing, dude.
every
Jesus.
time. Okay, so
This is a
hold on to
fucking
that for a
unruly
second.
doink, dude.
Who's the red corner?
These aren't branded tips, though, innit? These are just.
Those are. I think they're just like China tips.
Is that
or
one
something. I'm not
his
sure,
and
though.
this one ours?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we fire his up first before we
Um,
start doing these ones?
yeah, I got to do
Okay.
doink cam on this real quick. Can we switch to the doink cam one more time? So we got some crumbs similar to all the other doinks. I'd say this is Malek's best doink. We do have some dimples, some wrinkles, some crumbs. Obviously, craftsmanship is going to be going to Twistin Terps.
Yeah.
And then who's red corner, by the way?
Twistin Terps.
Twistin Terps. Okay, so are you sparking Twistin Terps?
Yep.
First, we'll spark his, then
Yep.
pass him over.
Where's the other Malek's? Is right here.
Right there. Oh, you're using it for your thing. Here.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, there goes my fucking shit. All right.
I don't think anyone is betting against Twistin Terps, homie.
So, your favorite Terp, Saul?
Difficult question. I guess it's like three tiers. I guess so. It's obviously everyone likes Skittles. Obviously, I like Skittles very much as well. I like a straight Skittles more than a Z Cross.
Okay.
There's loads of great Skittles, as you know,
Right.
from Pure and Proper to 710 to QC, Karma, Tenko.
So you like the 710Z? He's saying
I love the 710Z. Yeah,
you're saying it's one of the best.
one of the best. Yeah.
That's epic.
It looks scraggly. It looks like how Z's supposed to look. It looks like it's from 2016. It smells like it's from 2016, and it smokes great. But I think my all-time just general family favorite is like that kind of 41 biscotti, that kind of creamy gelato-y terp. You know,
Okay.
absolutely love it. Also, can't go wrong with a good bit of OG. And actually, I brought you to try some amazing biker kush from Merlin, who,
Okay.
if you ask me, is one of the greatest growers in the UK. And doing some really amazing bits, and
that's the Hell's Angel.
that's the Hell's
Basically.
Angel cut over here, you know
Okay.
it as, yeah, but it's biker kush, what we know it as,
Got you.
and it's super dialed in, and I love that terp as well.
Yeah, I often go back and forth between like, is Z my favorite? Is Kush my favorite? It's so hard to.
Yeah, a good 41, a good 2016 Gelato 41.
Well,
I'll tell you,
got his
back,
the
attention.
Gush was
yeah,
2017,
back then,
yeah.
the biscotti. I mean, like I said, we used to dish roll that, and back then the biscotti was fire. But
Gelato
Adam
25 was one of my favorites.
how
man.
Adam was asked, yeah, 25 was fire. So was it 33.
Yeah.
Adam was asking you earlier, do you remember your first experience of being like, this is smooth and flavorful, unlike anything I've ever experienced before? And do you remember
Thank
what
you.
strain it was? For me, that was 2016 guava. I got a certain batch
Yeah.
of guava that was just, and that's what we kept. I don't even remember people using the term smoking, but we're sitting there going, because it, like, you know, you start
love it,
talking and
yeah.
the conversation and a doink will go out. You're sitting there going, it's still out or it's still going. We're like, it's smoking. Shit's still smoking.
That was
Just billowing.
Just
that was a
billowing
crazy
smoke.
batch, yeah. And that doesn't exist anymore. The guava that's around now is just some kind of LCG variant, which is just
Yeah.
not the one. But yeah, that was a period of time where the Biscoff cut of biscotti was doing the rounds as well. That was
Yeah.
a great era, yeah. Thank you.
The
Where's
Biscoff,
fucking- is it in here?
yeah, probably. The Biscoff was that Connected? No, Connected did the apples or no?
They're connected to the biscotti,
Yeah, they did.
but I think it was the same cut.
I remember
might be
those
wrong.
bags. I think I still have those bags. It was when they first started doing the ash thing with the white ash to the black ash with the different numbers and stuff like that.
First thoughts on whatever you're hitting.
Perm.
Enjoying it?
Sounds like a nice perm, yeah. Smoking straight, smoking good. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice bit of permanent marker, yeah.
Okay.
Roll decent, yeah.
Let me know what you think about the Twistin.
Okay.
That's different, right?
Well, I know what's in it, so it's not so, doing it blind, but
Oh, it's definitely not blind.
it's a lance, right?
Mhm, yes.
Yeah.
Which I didn't realize is like a.
I mean, on a first toe comparison, the lance, which is the Twistin Terps, which apologies, I can't remember what corner
Red corner.
Red corner right now has way more like instant terps straight off the
Yeah.
first hit. Bang.
Stain.
Yeah.
Coat.
And both producing nice, straight, even oil rings. Yeah, but the Malek one is just pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little. Is it a little lighter?
But yeah, I mean, I don't think that's
It's pleasant.
yes, I don't think that's a detriment to it.
Yeah. No, not at all. Like those things I would smoke beginning to end all day. Either anything in the semis I would smoke.
It's a smooth smoke, I mean, obviously these two have got the finals for a reason.
Right. So how did you hear about Proper Doings?
Oh, Drew Sharing put me on to you guys.
Good man.
Shout out
ago,
fucking
Always
Drew
putting
for
us on,
always
dude.
putting
Appreciate you,
everybody in UK on to us.
Yeah. Because he said, "Do you watch, Proper Doings?" I said, "No, I've not heard of them." And it's like, if you want to hear like real, like reviews on cannabis, but like reviews like you and me when we talk like in private about what it's really like straight proper opinions, they're the guys to listen to. And I'm a real like judgmental dickhead, and I'm like, yeah, all right, mate, I'm sure they are. Rolling my eyes to myself, like, yeah, it's a couple of Americans. These men don't know what they're on about.
Yanks.
And I put it on, I was like, all right, okay, they sound like me. So I sound like them, so I say. So yes,
That's dope. We passed the test.
Familiarity. Yeah.
If everybody thinks you're an asshole, then we probably got something. In
Yeah.
common.
Yeah, it's always good.
We get that a lot.
It's a trio here. Like,
Yeah. It's
slash, when it comes to this, you got to be honest. Though. What's
yeah.
the point?
Yeah. We're trying to like normalize being able to with your best homie.
Yeah,
be
normalize
honest.
telling your friend his weed sucks.
Yeah. Or telling your enemy that his weed's fire. It goes both ways. It's like the person shouldn't reflect the quality of the weed for better or worse.
Okay.
The weed
Yeah.
is the weed.
Both smoking super fire. Both smoking like ice white ash. Nice makeup of the ash. I mean,
For me, that particular Malek joint that we're smoking right now, maybe that could have just been the hit that I took, but didn't seem as smooth as it was last. Not harsh, but it didn't seem as smooth as it was last time.
Interesting.
when did you last have a sip of water? When did you last have
Oh.
some water?
Just
Right before we started.
Yeah, right before we started.
Could be the slight breeze, which also is for both of them.
It'll affect both times. Yeah,
So it's another variable that's even in control.
but I will
Yeah.
say this: as for right now, every flavor category, of course.
Okay, smoothness.
I have to hit that again. I'll save that
Okay.
for round two, but definitely every flavor category is going to go to Twistin Terps. That fucking Lance is so loud.
I don't
just-
even like the flavor as much
It's
as
tough
this, but
because
it's bigger.
sorry to interject. It's tough for me because like I'm trying to not have a personal preference
Yeah.
like take over because
What
if
would your personal preference
it
be?
would be the perm.
Yeah.
All day.
The
yeah.
Malek's.
So that's one of the things that Adam and I love about this is like just taking out your subjective opinion. Because me personally, I like perm better too.
Yeah.
I
like the flavor.
If
on
you
this
watch
one
any
a
of
lot.
our shows, I'm not a candy dude, but that particular candy is just performing so well that it's hard to say anything bad about it.
Although this perm is loud right now.
We just let it do its thing, right? So if it we don't help it
We,
with the
we
line.
don't
right?
really touch it up. No. These are the competition doinks though. So if you want to, feel free.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
These are the official doinks that we're judging. Let's get a little doink cam real quick. So this is the Twistin Terps. This is the perm. Combusting really similarly.
Sorry, what's red again? Twistin.
Twistin Terps is
Yeah,
the red
glass
corner,
is
correct.
red.
And Twistin Terps, yeah, he won the craftsmanship category as well.
Dude, this is like a more flavorful doink than I remember from Malek.
Really?
Yeah, it's giving me more flavor than I remember.
Is that your second or first?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much. I mean, it's closer than I thought it would be.
It's hard, it's a hard one for me to choose on purity, to be honest.
Yeah, purity's tough. I don't really know, honestly. I'm gonna wait for my next round.
We'll have to look at it, but I don't think Malek has lost a purity or a smoothness in any of his
Yeah,
competitions that he's been in.
That's what I understood.
His purity is usually on
Yeah.
point.
There's zero background noise.
Yeah.
It's pure terp. So I'll come back to it also, but I would say maybe on smoothness too. But it's so fucking close. I mean, it's so
Well,
close.
that was way smoother than the first hit that I took.
The Lance is so fucking accurate though, dude.
And it's so fucking loud and it just builds and builds and builds.
Yeah, but wouldn't you also say that the tip and the amount of holes and the width of it also, helps all that come through?
I
But
think
it
so.
makes it louder. There's
thicker
more
doink.
smoke going in my mouth. Like,
Yeah, and a thicker doink is going to have a more resilient cherry. That's going to,
yeah,
it's not going to heat up as fast. You know?
Yeah.
The thinner the doink, the quicker the cherry
Absolutely,
heats
yeah.
up. Mhm.
And
So
the
it's
quicker
like,
it gets harsh and all that. But
yeah, it'll sear everything behind it if it heats up too much.
you know what? They both got a nice firmness to the zoots, man.
Yeah,
Doink zoot.
yeah, they're both pulling well.
Not. Where's the LA Family Farms in NorCal?
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know, guys.
Couldn't tell you that.
I
Looks
know-
like
I
that doink's burning cleaner than this one.
Yeah.
So can I trade you just to show the doink cam? I'm gonna compare these two. So look at this, and it might be a craftsmanship thing with the hash. Can we get the doink cam? So same weed, different rolls, and look at the difference. Maybe the hash was a little bit closer to the edge on this one. There you go. Let me see here.
Fino reviewed. My bad, bro.
Yeah,
Fino reviewed said,
I don't want to drop a
fuck, I wish I knew you guys were doing Chase and Status in LA today. He's like, would have been a dream to come by. He's a fucking
Fino reviewed.
huge fan of you, apparently.
Okay,
Yeah.
wicked.
Yeah.
friend of yours.
He's on here constantly. Yeah, he's a cool
reviewer.
dude. Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's a reviewer, and he's on here constantly talking and stuff.
I mean, it's tough, isn't it? Because I prefer one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and then we always say like I hate citrus herbs. They've won this bracket in the
I know,
past.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I was saying earlier, you know, I thank whoever there is to thank that this isn't a
Okay,
duel
so
between
I
lemony
just
and
got a
orange Terps.
text message, and the homie Kev in San Francisco may or may not have Lance.
Maybe potentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he was really hoping that it wasn't gonna be some citrus finals here.
I know. That's when we were inside. He was telling me that. He was like, I'm sitting there going, I hope it's not fucking Tangy or fucking lemon or anything like
Yeah,
that.
I'm glad it wasn't this time. You know, and that brings up a funny point is people think that because Z is one, because fucking what is it? Citrus is one, like that's what you should enter. And it's like, no, dude, any batch, if it's that batch, can win.
But this is the thing, and it's not even about that batch. It's about when it's a batch of something that is fucking performing perfectly. It doesn't matter what it is. Fucking XJ13 made it hella far.
Example.
Me and him, those are not our terms.
Dude, it was in a quarter
Jack
bracket.
Herrera, right?
It's Jack times G13.
Hash block.
Yeah, and so like it wasn't like subjectively we don't like the Terps, but we had to let it keep winning because it just was performing so perfectly.
Well, and it was in
Yeah.
a quarter bracket. Here's the lineup it was against. It was
up against a stiff
Yeah,
competition.
what was it? The Ziff. Revenge of the Ziff.
That was the same one. That was the same
that was
competition.
above,
Yeah.
and it beat it. But here's what it was in the quarter bracket. It was Pure and Proper Z.
You
Floor
know,
and
I love the
Flansy.
Pure and Proper boys, and I love their Z, man.
Yeah.
Super fire.
It was
Pure and Proper.
Yeah.
Their Z, man.
who else was
10-10.
one other Z that went up against Pure and Proper, I think.
There was one more.
You did it just now, didn't
It
you?
was 3 Zs, yeah, and it was XJ13 and 3 Zs, and the XJ beat all the Zs, all of them. That's crazy. Who would have thought?
I can imagine it, especially if it's
Was it
dialed
Bay
in.
Area Flavors that had
Mhm.
Z in?
No, that was a different
That
bracket.
was a different bracket.
Yeah,
I mean,
nothing.
these are lovely, yeah.
No, it wasn't the
I
Burning
mean,
Ropes.
there's no lovely section.
There's no lovely section, no.
Which is a shame,
This,
but they're both lovely. Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And that's the thing
So-
that's tough about this. Somebody has to win, somebody has to lose.
I am gonna give smoothness and purity to Malek, but I'm giving accuracy to this.
Yeah, the lance is really fucking on, and the perm is super accurate too. It's just slight edge, slight
Yeah,
edge.
I mean, for me, mine's the exact same as I just did. You get me? It's the exact same.
This is
Yeah.
pitching right now too.
Oh yeah, okay. Maybe the worm at the top. Sometimes the worm, when it gets a pack, it'll bend to one side or the other, and it can cause a little bit of weird combustion in the beginning, and then it centers out. Because even a centered worm, if it gets packed, let's get a joint cam again. Here's where we're at right now. Oh, we got some sunlight in here. Hold on. So yeah, both combusting super well.
Wait, what am I doing?
Had a little trouble right there. That's about it.
I just fucking started filling this out the wrong way.
Oh, you did it backwards?
I do that sometimes.
I do
as
that
fuck.
too, yeah. Yeah, dude, it's really a shame that any of these have to lose, you know, because it's kind of like seeing Izzy and Pereira And you're like, fuck, I don't want either of them to lose, dude. Fuck,
Yeah.
like nobody should lose this. But if it's a good fight, then it's both a win.
Yeah.
But today there's just $10,000 on the line.
I'm gonna be honest. That's how I just felt. I'm not gonna give you the. Don't worry. I'm not gonna tell you what happened. But that's how I just felt.
I already
watching
found
How
Diego.
can you not know what happened?
I already found out.
You already did. Watching
already
Diego
found out.
Lopez and Volk.
Instagram.
I like the second. I'm like, fuck, dude. I don't want either of these guys to lose. I like both these dudes.
Yeah,
we had to want Volk though, especially for
Hey, Volk, seriously,
it's a
put
beautiful,
it down.
beautiful story.
Yeah,
and
put it down.
You know what would be diabolical?
If fucking Ilya Taporia just came back down and kicked and
it's
then
like,
goes
oh,
back
shit.
up.
All right, fuck it. I'm
But you
coming.
know what? So like I do.
I already knew where his
I
head
like
was,
Ilya
dude.
a lot,
I was
man.
like, I like it.
You like
I
Ilya?
like Ilya. I like Ilya. He's also a ridiculously good fighter. And him versus Holloway was amazing and tragic because I love Holloway as well. And just to see Max get
Yeah.
clumped out like that, and
Yeah.
sparked out, it was sad, man. It was
Let me ask you a question. You like Ilya, right?
yeah. He's a
But
sick
are you
fighter.
backing your boy? Because Patty's like, what's up? You coming up to my weight class now? We can get this done. Hand sanitizer, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, the thing is, if you notice, he's looking elsewhere. He's
He
looking
wants
for like a
Makachev.
Justin.
He wants.
Yeah, no, I think a great. Don't think Justin will take it, but I think Paddy and Justin would be a fantastic fight. And if Paddy could fight like that against Justin, then hey, it's anyone's game. And I'd
Right.
actually definitely lean towards Paddy actually against Justin now.
Yeah, Patty's. I didn't see this last fight from him. I know
well,
he won,
Well, you should.
and it seemed like a battering.
You should. It's
Michael Chandler.
Yeah,
just
he beat the brakes off him.
yeah, of course, yeah. But
Hands, feet.
everywhere. But he had the vision and he knew early to throw that knee. That knee wasn't an accident. They've been training that, and that's a smartness. And I love
Should
seeing
we
that kind
ash
of.
these at this point?
Yes.
I'm done with round one. We're into round two. Let's see the bullseye.
Oh, this is gonna be tough, dude. Of course, in the championships, they're both really good. Let's get the doink cam. I think I gotta give it to this one. It's just so fucking centered.
Which one?
What do you
Go
think?
Put it back.
What do you think? All right, it's a unanimous Twistin Terps in the second round of craftsmanship. So he's now taken 2 of the 3 rounds of craftsmanship.
Which one's getting you?
That was the Malek actually.
Same thing with me. That's why I asked.
But it's a really good one though.
So that means that's round 3.
Yeah, we're in round 2 right now.
We're still round 2.
Yeah, we're finishing it up right now. This
I'm
should be our
hitting my
hits.
last
Yeah,
hits.
last
The
hits.
next time he hits it, it begins
Okay,
round
so
3.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Mhm. How's that one? It's a little off center.
Yeah.
Woo! Okay, let's show that to the doink cam though, and Malek's here.
Don't know if this is here yet.
So if we picked this one, how's that? Is that center too? I'll trade you. Oh, this one's still close. I don't know. I would maybe.
I'd have waited to ash it a bit more, to be honest.
Yeah.
You'd have waited
yeah.
a little longer.
Either way, I mean, look how this is burning too. Are we still on the doink cam? All right. Well, let me get it to
More time
focus.
all over the place.
Look how even it's fucking burning. Yeah, that would.
Hey,
There's $10,000 on the line, yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I gotta
10,000.
say this right now because I just realized that we fucked up, dude.
What?
Bruce Buffer should have fucking announced sealed with a Twistin Terp marker and naturals, or what is it? Mountain Valley water.
Yeah. So Twistin Terp seals with Mountain Valley water and his little.
Oh,
That's
Uh,
just gangster.
not Fiji.
Yeah. Well, Fiji's
No,
got the
big
microplastics,
respect, big
bro.
respect. Hey, we're full of it. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
right.
It's
all
all
fine.
good, man. That's what we're about. So okay, well, one of those, yeah.
We're all
Have you ever
drinking
used one of those
microplastics
things?
right now.
Acidic. It was a last minute change, bro, and it had to be done.
Have
but
you
at
ever
the end of
used
the
one of
day,
those?
They're both being
markers?
affected the same way. It's not like
Yeah.
one doink's being affected and the other isn't.
It gets pretty. And look, also, you saw how perfect this shit's burning, but yeah, it gets pretty damp for me. I got to figure out how to use it. It's testy.
You'd have to
You know?
change the
Here we
way
go.
when you. It require like changing the way you do things a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
You're laughing. What
And
happened?
these boys are all arguing over what's the best water to seal with.
Oh, let's
We
hear
got
it, dude.
Fiji, Aquapana,
Saratoga. Where's
fucking-
Saratoga at?
Fresh Colgate from after a toothbrush. You're good to go.
Acidic said, he said switching the environment for the finals is nuts, but I'm here for
Okay.
it.
It was look,
No, I felt him.
we work on the fly, dude.
Yeah.
All right, we work on the fly.
Well, that's why that was. What
Hey, in real talk, it's fucking beautiful here.
Yeah, this is great. And it's not hot boxed at all, so I think it keeps our palate more fresh. When we hot box that shit, it really can fuck you up for a little bit. I have the next round the same.
I do as well.
Is that round 2? Yeah.
Yeah. So unless Twistin
And
Terps
starting round
poops
3,
out and
nothing's
becomes
changing.
unsmokable, then it'll be probably a 30-27 if it keeps going at this rate. Twistin Terps would have to poop in the next 4 hits and become unhittable for the Maleks to get a knockout. This was just really a special pairing, and who knows, in the next rollers bracket could be completely different. It always is. It's anybody's day at any fucking month, any batch.
That's a fact. Damn,
Damn, dude, it's still kicking flavor.
that thing doesn't stop fucking kicking out terps. It's crazy.
How are yours doing?
Well, be honest, at this stage, this one, the Malek one, is now starting to smoke better than this.
Than the Twistin?
Mm.
Okay, interesting. It's probably because look at the doink size. Actually, look at just the sheer size
Yeah,
left
his are
See?
smaller.
between the
Starting
two.
to get like that dark a little bit of the top here,
Yeah.
but this is all still,
That's where being able to fix it would be nice.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's still got flavor. I think ours is still kind of trucking along.
You know what? The thing about the perm one, the Malek one, is just
Nice.
it's a nice smoke the whole way. You get me? It's just a
Yeah.
nice.
No, it's like a daily driver, super consistent fire smoke every time. That's crazy because I've never tried anything in this finals before besides LA Family Farms. That's the only ingredient in any of these doinks that I've tried. Like,
What?
haven't tried Cali plates. You've tried
yeah,
Cali plates, right?
Cali plates.
You're the
are-
first one to tell me, be like, yo, they got some fire.
Yeah, they
Can I
are
say something?
absolutely doing it with the hash.
Single sourced.
Yeah, that's what. So
That's
single
fucking
source, we haven't
insane.
tried or heard of anything ever
So,
from
yes,
Alex
this-
and boom.
I mean, now, especially with how the zoots are going, and if I guess, whatever you do, then the Malek one's smoking better now.
That's what it does. It takes either the second. Well, every time it's taken both second rounds. Maybe it takes the third in this one. On these doinks, they seem to be. I mean, how are you feeling about this right now?
It's still winning.
Yeah, it's interesting. And every doink is a little different too. Usually, that's the
Yeah, so
weirdest
this
thing.
for me, if it carries on like this, I'll put it out.
Yeah,
Mm.
interesting. So that would be technically, if you would put it out, then that would be a knockout on
Third
your
round
thing.
knockout.
It's not yet, but like,
Yeah,
Here.
it's getting there. Now that would mean if it was like that for one of ours, then 2 versus 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess it's just the nature of smoking it, but now it's getting looser around the top, the bottom.
Looser on the bottom. Interesting.
So who would you give overall performance to?
Ooh,
I'm
I got some smokiness there, and look, there's a little run. Like if I could fix that, then. But this one is also not running.
Yep.
And this one is.
who are you giving overall performance to? I'm thinking Malek.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah. I mean, well,
especially
actually,
look at that.
overall performance.
That one's starting to canoe now.
100% Malek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
That one started to canoe, man.
Yeah, I thought you
That's-
said the other one. Yeah, it did.
So that's yeah.
Interesting. And then smoothness, I think I would give the Malek still.
Yep.
I switched it in the second round.
Really?
I kept
I
it
was
the same.
coughing off the Maleks.
I kept it the same.
Yeah, but I also coughed off the thing. I think it was by the hash hit, really, to be honest. Creeps up on it.
So accuracy, I lost some flavor on these rounds right now. Honestly, mine hit where his is now. Like we finally caught up to him, basically. Working together on it, we caught up to him.
He ain't lying. He be smoking.
Accurate. I mean, dude,
Oh, man.
it's winning a lot of flavor categories for me in the third.
And obviously, like my bias is coming through. But it doesn't matter now. It's just like, it is what it is.
Yeah,
These
the
are my
Maleks-
last
the
hits of
Maleks
the
is getting
third.
better.
So if oh yeah, and it's through the hash. So
Right, yeah. And you know what? This one has picked it up. It went through the mess.
work through something.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens too. That's the Twisted Terps.
Yeah.
All right, so it maybe got wobbled, but not quite knocked out. Herb Dean let it go.
Oh, no. In that case, it'll be finished, but we'd be carrying on.
Yeah. So purity, I got some tariness from this one. I'm gonna see right now. I'm gonna double check, but I'm almost thinking clean sweep. Yeah.
No, I'd still give accuracy to Twistin.
Really?
At this point, I can't give anything. I think, but also look how small it is. Doink Cam
Yeah, it's a roach at this
compared to this. I guess that's one benefit to the longer, skinnier paws than the shorter, fatter.
I just think it's funny because in terms of like, actually how the zoot was rolled and like consistency, this one was better than this one.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's times where maybe I would. No, I'd probably smoke this.
Does letting it go out and putting it out count as the same thing?
Well, no. Letting it go out, like user error.
Because I just,
Oh, we're done at this point.
I could just hold this and just carry on smoking this, and this will just end up going out, and I'll just finish this. If it's not my choice, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough because if you don't want to stop smoking it anymore, whether you hold it or put it down. But those are my last hits of the third, so it depends. You could swing either way. You could swing knockout, or you could swing.
Yeah, it's irrelevant
because that's got a lot to smoke.
Yeah. Similar.
Interesting. It'll be the difference of a 30-27 or a 29-28.
Yeah,
30-27.
Yeah, I think we're on this.
I have a sweep in the last round.
I don't have a sweep. I have 6-1. I gave him accuracy.
Okay, so let's do the scores real quick. 2, 2, 7, 11.
No, I did.
2,
For
5,
me, the
5,
last round was.
And look how close this is, because when we tally it up, the total is blue having 11 on my scorecard, red having 10, but it won 2 of the rounds. But because of the clean sweep in the end, and I think you have pretty much the same thing.
Mine's 12-9.
Yours is 12-9 blue or
12-9 red.
Red. Okay, so that's interesting. But that's just kind of to show how close the round was. We go by a UFC based 2 out of 3 rounds, and we do that because it's like, all right, that means 2/3 of the doink were more enjoyable.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
sure.
And if it does poop out in the end, well, fuck, you got a crazy first 2/3.
Yeah.
So without further ado, we will send this over to Bruce for the final decision. It'll be 29-28. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision. And new 2025 Proper Cup Rollers champion and $10,000 grand prize winner, Twistin Terps.
Man, dude, that'll get you fired up.
Shout out Twistin Terps.
Yeah, big congrats. And also shout out Malek, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
raise the price. That was some crumbs, some dimples, but performance, that's like, what you pretty much live by.
Yeah.
He's always got a fold. He's always got one little issue, maybe one crumb, but it always smokes
listen,
right.
it's tough, man.
Not a crumb.
painstaking.
He's that I will call him on. Not a crumb.
Hold on.
Fold.
Look, I could pull up some episodes, bro. Give me some time. I can't do it here and now. I'm fucking lit. How we doing on time? When do you got to leave?
Oh, we got plenty of time, I think. Still,
Because
right?
you want to spark that fucking biker kush?
Yeah, let's do that, man.
What time is it?
5, 10.
See, it just goes against
Yeah,
my nature.
dude. I got another 10, 15 minutes.
I'm enjoying that.
You can totally finish that too.
Oh, I
dude.
will.
Yeah, I got another.
Yeah, you spark it, man.
For sure.
He's like, let me smoke more of this Malek's, dude. You sparked that.
Listen,
Yeah, that's pretty much
It's-
gonzo.
it's hard to put it down.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I don't like. It's got a lot of zoot left. I'll smoke it.
Yeah, it's cool to do this because we do this wild card slot because we get like hundreds of people that are like, yo, I'm the best roller, I'm the best grower, this and that. But then we put out a wild card slot, and then it narrows it down to like a dozen people that are like, take my money, let's go. And they usually probably 7 out of 10 times end up being fire. Sometimes when we try just the brands with hella followers or whatever, 7 out of 10 times it doesn't end up being fire. So the wild cards are really usually the most dangerous ones in the bracket, but usually they got JK Rowling and Sturts to fucking worry about also. So it's interesting though to see the new shit come in, and every once in a while there's somebody we'd never heard of that just got some shit blowing. Like, how are you not known yet? You know, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So
Sick,
that's
man.
2 people now from Colorado. I didn't think Colorado knew what smoking even meant. I didn't know that was like even in the language in Colorado.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Come on.
Fucking A, dude. That's 2. Sean Spicerman, Malik's. Yeah, we'll see. What's that stuff you gave us? The thing that we're gonna put up against the 7-Up?
Well, basically, it's from Merlin. So what we're glad to smoke now is Merlin's Biker Kush. I love it, man.
What about the? It's
And
like the
that's,
Z
and
cross
that's his
or something?
Tizer. I
Tizer.
can't remember what the cross is off the top,
Okay.
off the top of my head.
That's
No,
UK.
you do it, man. Yeah.
UK versus Colorado. Huh?
Yeah, and I'll back my boy all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we can run that, dude.
It's not my favorite Terps Tizer actually, but it really smokes incredibly well.
Okay.
You know.
I'm gonna protect this from the wind for a second. Let that marinate. Damn, dude. Another 10K given away. We're gonna be changing things up. So we do for flower brackets. We haven't done the 10K, not because we didn't want to, but because it was always just right on top of another 10K one.
755.
We gotta chill with Bruce and everything else. Shit gets expensive. But what we're doing now is every other month, maybe every 3 months, we're gonna do a 10K strain specific bracket, terp specific bracket. So cross is allowed.
Yeah.
But like not one that takes it to another realm. Like, so for example, OG and OG crosses, but not one that makes it like a perm or
No, it has to
41
be
or-
something that is OG
It's got to
dominant.
give off gas turf.
Yeah, like
You know what I
super
mean?
OG
Like a
dominant.
gas
It can
bracket.
have something mixed with it, but if it leans the other, then you can't enter that.
Yeah, and if it's
OZK.
OZK,
OZK
it depends. If it's a gassy
Like
one,
that one that we got.
yeah,
but that's so subjective, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
It's hard.
It is.
you
It's
know.
really hard.
I mean, it's like
yeah.
it's a tough rule to keep.
Yeah, it is.
There's some
It's
people
like
that
what,
are like, "Yo,
what
this is
crosses that line, right?
Where
The
the Z
Terps,
cross makes sense. It's
what it
ZW.
smells." I just you got to smell it. That's why
If it
it's hard
smells
to say.
like Skittles,
If it
then
smells
it's Skittles
gas,
dominant.
Yeah, if it smells gas, because dude, the BTY OG, sorry, Z Cube or whatever,
BTY, yeah.
bro, that was like OG
Fire.
that delivered like Z.
Yeah, it was
Like
crazy.
mouth coated like Z, but it was OG flavor.
Yeah.
And so it portrayed Kush well, and that I would love to have in the bracket because that's what I want from OG that I don't get. It has the stain, it just doesn't have the coat. It's intense, but it doesn't coat like a Z. Yeah, I wanted to let you do that process. To roll.
Is it a little clogged?
You know, it's funny. I did that in
That's it,
Arizona.
actually.
In Arizona, we had the rollers, like a mini rollers cup in Arizona, and we there was a couple cloggers in there, and so at the end of the trip, I fucking roll up a doink because he's like, "You roll a fucking doink now," and it clogs on live. I'm like, damn, dude. And you used what grinder on that?
Brilliant cut.
Brilliant cut. Super fine. Do you find? Or do you think it's finer?
Is that your grinder of choice?
Is it a minute? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also enjoying the really large Santa Cruz.
Yeah,
big-
we've been fucking with that on the blunt episodes
Yeah, but
with
yeah.
improper.
Oh, the big purple one.
The big fucking
Yeah.
the hog, dude. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh wow. Let's get a doing cam real quick for this. dude. You can just hear the birds chirping and shit. This thing's burning perfect. It's crazy. That's a vibe.
The birds chirping.
Dude, I'm getting hella OG flavor out of it. Did we just boomerang that? Or how did that happen?
No.
Okay.
So yeah, so you got some there, so you'll enjoy it your own.
Yeah, I love that. So, for example, too, the New Yorker. I would let that in the gas bracket because that's mainly gas.
Yeah.
But
Shout
it's
out
candy
Wizard Trees.
crossed with sour, which on paper you wouldn't allow. But it hits like gas. So it's like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
If it's doing a better job at bringing that gas terp out, cool. Same with Z. Like I wouldn't let that same BT or the Z cubed. I wouldn't let that in a Z bracket because it wasn't even like Z at all.
Yeah,
to
there's
us,
definitely
you
more
know?
OG to it. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to be fucking smelling shit to make sure. That's funny. So, how much a week are you running through? How many doinks a day? Let's break it down. On the road versus at home.
It's really hard to say, man.
Yeah, you just rip through it. Don't even think.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Yeah,
His whole entire kitchen table is just dedicated to fucking Terps right now.
right now it is out here. Yeah, when in Rome.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
dude, thank you.
Yeah,
bro.
no, it was
pleasure.
great, dude. Oh, yeah, I mean, having you at your own place, dude.
No,
Well, thanks for having us. Yeah, we're
on your show.
Can we spin the camera around it and just look at this fucking spot real quick,
Let's get a quick 360.
Ruben? Yeah, we're about to get out of here so you can pull it off the tripod. Shout out Wizard Trees for pulling up too.
Yep.
There he is. Yeah, this place
the
is
spot.
epic, dude. Well, congratulations again, Twistin Terps, new champion. We're gonna have to figure out the rankings, dude. That's gonna
Yep.
be confusing because a lot of shit just got tossed up.
A lot of shit happened.
But yeah, thank you for giving us a place to do this, dude. This is epic.
Thank
Yep,
you, man.
absolutely.
It's been a real pleasure.
Yeah, valuable opinion too. Put that on the
Thank you,
fucking
man.
record books too. We got a musician that knows his smoke. Okay, he might be the only one.
Thank you, guys.
But yeah, we'll fucking see you next time.
Yep.
Peace.